Hi, everybody. Welcome to Petra's Happy Place. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm just going to chat. And how I want to work this today is I'm going to basically do like a small little segment and then stop and read. Okay, hi Dee. Read all of the chat and then go back to my, show you another small little thing and then go to the chat because I find I'm not very good at multitasking. So I can't like show you stuff and listen and read and yeah. I maybe that's my age. I apologize for the glare in my glasses. Hi Lauren, how are you? I apologize for the glare. My blinds are pretty much closed and I'm sitting in the dark in this room and it's like really freaking me out. I feel like I got to turn the light on, but oh well, hello to everybody coming in. Hey, hey. Um how's your weekend going? Tell me how your weekend's going. I'm reading about Dee going to take grandbaby to lunch. Her to check YouTube. Oh, how nice. Happy coincidence, right? It's a happy coincidence. I remember there's one thing I wanted to show you guys. Let me grab that out so I can be ready to show it here in just a second. Hold on. Whoops. Oh, okay. So for all of you that are watching the replay, hello, thank you for joining me. It's been a really long day. I understand. I understand. Don't worry about it if you can't stay long. I'm just happy that you're here for just a few minutes anyway for me to say hello to. Just noticed in the this is the hair length I hate. I wish it was either much shorter or longer. I think I need to go get it layered. Yeah, I need to get it layered. Yeah. My hair is driving me nuts. Okay, so let me start by showing you something not crochet related. Okay, so in April, my plan is to meet up with a friend of mine, the same one, Heidi. Yeah, you know what? If I tie it back like this, it falls out up here because it's too short. And if I tie it up here, it hurts my head. I get a headache. So yeah, anyway, so I'm meeting my friend and she crochets, but most more knits and but I got her turned on last time we met last year. I got her turned on to diamond painting. And now she's hooked. And so I have a diamond painting kit that I'm going to be taking down or I'm going to be taking on our trip. And I'm so excited. I have to show you what it is. Let me see if I find the small picture. Yeah, it's right there. Isn't that pretty? With all the daisies and sunflowers. It's so summer-like, and it's I don't know why it's got that I don't know, looks like a mirror ball. But it's a red truck with daisies and sunflowers. It's so pretty. So, yeah, I had that and I had gotten it on clearance at um Joann's, Joanne. And then I was in Walmart last week and I got this little case. I can't remember how much this case was, but I got this case and I think this was like $7 or $8 maybe. So I got that. And then I got a pack of 100 of these little Ziploc baggies. My plan is to kit it all up before I go on the trip because this takes so much time to do this. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but at least it'll get us started. And I plan on marking it probably with a Sharpie. And then what I'll do is I'll put them in the bottom part here, just in numerical order. And then there's plenty of room up here in these little, I don't know, storage places. And I'm going to put, the pens, the diamond painting pens and scissors and, all that kind of stuff, whatever we might need. All of the, oh, girls, my mind is just going. I mean, my brain is not functioning sometimes. I think I need to eat more fish. But all the trays and the tweezers and all that kind of stuff. So that's my plan with the diamond painting, and I'm kind of excited about that. It's a biggin. It's a very biggin. It'll be. Let me see if it says on here. Yeah, 22 by 31. And she said that whatever we don't do, she'll take it home with her and she's going to finish it up at home. And yeah, and then next time we get together, she'll give it back to me. I told her she can keep it or gift it to somebody. She's putting in all the work. So anyway, I was looking through my latest Mary Maxim. I don't know why, because I don't need anything. But look, that just was calling out to me. Isn't that just gorgeous? That blanket. And I have it marked. But for $90, I don't think. Hello, Passion. For $90, I don't think it's worth it to get that. No, I think I'm just gonna admire it from afar. You've done a couple small ones. I like them, but they're not really. Yeah, you got to pace yourself. Like I've got one on my table underneath everything here, and it has to be the right time. Just you can't just do it. It has to be the right time. You have to have, because I cannot do my, isn't it gorgeous? Here, I'll leave that up. It's so pretty. Yeah, but I can't take my diamond painting into the den where I spend most of my time because of the animals. So there's that. Now, the only other thing in this whole little Mary Maxim catalog that I like, or flyer, whatever you want to call it, is this one here. Isn't that pretty? It's called the Seaside Bavarian Throw, and it uses the Bavarian stitch. And that is one of the stitches that I have been, or I am wanting one of the stitches that I want to learn for this year. So I might not get the pattern, but I just want to look at it and kind of get a guideline and actually make this myself. Once I learn this Bavarian stitch, to do some kind of a square and then learn how to square it off, I can make my own, Afghan. Yeah, it's not just portability though, Lauren. Although, yeah, it would be nice to have something you could just tote around. But I watch Jeannie from On the Hook Crochet, and she's got that wonderful little setup for all of her diamond paintings. And it's not that I'm jealous, because I know what she does is she is in her room in the quiet, and she might listen to music. But she says she doesn't. Well, let me take that back. I don't think she says she watches TV when she does it. So anyway, yeah, she says she sits down for an hour or two every night and works on it. And I'm like, I would love to be able to. I just don't have the time. An hour is an hour. An hour doing diamond painting, excuse me, is an hour away from crochet. And I'm just not willing to give it up right now. Hello to everybody who is watching right now. I see a little bit more than the thummies. You do diamond painting too, working on a sloth. Okay, a diamond painting sloth? Is that what you're working on, a diamond painting sloth? Okay, so let me show you my completed objects. So this is where I'm going to just talk to you about my completed projects, and then I'll come back to the chat, okay? Oh, that's going to be really cool. Is it a big one or a small one? Okay, so I'm going to start with this. This was one of my, I just had to finish it up. So basically a whip that I had stored away, and I finished it. And it's one of these campfire cardigans. And I use the Karen Ogo Halo, the Colorama Halo. So I think it turned out really pretty. And this is what I'm going to be gifting my friend when we go, when we meet in Georgia for our vacation together. So that's using, let me tell you, I had, I want to say I had 4 of them, but I'm not sure. I might have had just 3, but I like to do them so they're equal on both sides. So, I needed to have enough of the light color to do both of the arms or the sleeves. Okay. So Colorama Halo. Now I can't figure out how to fold it. Okay, hold on. And I noticed that Anya from Ophelia Talks. Oh, that's not too big. That's not too big. This one here that I was doing is 56 by 79 centimeters. And so it's almost twice as big, but that's okay. You're working on it by yourself. I've got another person helping me. Okay. Colorama Halo. That's finishing up a whip, a long time whip, almost a UFO. I just had to sew in ends for this blanket here. And this I used, I love this cotton. And it was a multicolor. I can't remember the name of the multicolor. Lisa, hi, honey. Long time no see. How you doing? How you doing? So it's just a little baby blanket. And then this is I know, way too long. How many grandkids later? So this I used, excuse me, I they the beast so no, what's the name of it? It's the Hobby Lobby baby yarn. I love this yarn baby. I can't remember the name of it. But it's just a big granny type square. And I had made this for one of my granddaughters, but I'm not sending it to her. I'm going to be passing it along to somebody else. Now for the big, big one. So I was working, I don't know if you remember me saying, but I don't know what I did with the paper. Hold on. Thought I brought it. No, I didn't. But the kit that my husband got me for Christmas was a Mary Maxim kit, and it was the Bruges lace. I finished it. I am so excited to show you guys this. I'm gonna have to scoot back so I can show you. Woo. Okay, I'll fold it in half so we can see. Isn't that pretty? And this edge part here is called Bruges lace. And I love it. It's beautiful. It's soft. It uses the Red Heart Soft. And this colorway is white. But it's more like a creamy white. It's not a white, stark white. You can tell the difference between this and the white that's on the shelf back there for sure. So there was 9 skeins of the yarn in the kit, and I have this much left over. So it didn't use 9. It used about 7 and a half, maybe 7 2/3. So I'm done with it, and I'm so happy with the outcome. I'm not sure what is going to be done with this. I wanted to learn that lace, and hubby got it for me, and that's all that needs to be said. That I wanted to show you something. I want to go back over my yearly goals. You remember I was doing the yearly goals, and one of them was a stitch to learn was the Bavarian. No, excuse me. Bruges lace right there. Bruges lace. And so I did it. And I don't have a pen in here to mark it off, but I did that. And I'm so excited to do that. And because that was one of the things that I put on my February goals. I put Bruges blanket. That was the number one thing that I wanted to get done. And I wanted to learn that stitch. So I can mark that off in a little bit. But I finished that a week ago. I finished it a week ago. So I finished it less than 2 weeks. I finished it in less than 2 weeks. And it was so much fun to do, you guys. Oh, it was so much fun. And not to have to worry about, finding the yarn and making sure I had enough yarn. But now that I know how to do that pattern, it would make a beautiful border on any kind of blanket. I think that would be gorgeous. Or even like if you were making a really nice cardigan and then have the Bruges lace as like the trim on a pretty cardigan. That would be so nice. So that was the leftover of that. Now, I have to tell you what this girl did. Let's see here. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find the project that I did with this. Oh. And I can't remember what I did with it. Come to think of it, I can't even remember the project. Nope, I don't know what I did. So I'm going to set it aside. Excuse me. All right, so I got bored. Oh, I know what I was making with that. I just don't know what I've done with it. I know where it is. I know exactly where it is, and I'll have to get it. But first, I want to show this one. I had 2 cloud cakes. Yeah, I think they're called cloud cakes. I love them. They're so soft. And they weren't the same colors. One of them was macaw, and it had different colors in it. And the other one was, it's called blossom cakes. Blossom cakes, not cloud cakes. Blossom cakes. There we go. And then the other one was called Tide Pool. Now, what I did was, and I was just getting bored because I was done with that other Bruges blanket. And so I decided I'm going to go ahead and start another blanket because why not? So I did, and I finished it. So I did this in a week. Actually, I probably did it in a couple of days, but I went back and forth. It's just the granny stitch. And I did 4 rows of the macaw and 4 rows of the top, tide pool. So I did 4 and 4 and 4 and 4, and I just alternated. And the colors went together so well. I'm going to show you this one. Oh, and I just have the last row here that I have to sew in the ends. But this, I think the colors of it is going to make a beautiful little baby blanket. What do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? Okay, so that is I don't know what I want to call it. It's just another pretty baby blanket using the granny stitch. I still am not in love with the granny stitch, but I will admit, because the color changes, it was nice in that one. Now, I'll be right back because I need to go grab that other project because I need to show you that one too. Mara, you want to come in? Okay, you can come in. No, I'm not going to come out and pet you. It's not the right project because I know I did this with a yarn that's been discontinued, so I'm not going to show you that one. Oh goodness. Okay, I found it. So, you're a granny fan. You know, I think it's one of those things. You love it, you hate it. I don't know. I'll work it because it's easy, but I don't like holes. And that's what the traditional granny is. So, I'm not that's why I'm not really a fan. And I know why I didn't have it with my stuff is because I still need to sew in the ends, but I went into Joanne and I found the most beautiful yarn. And I know people have been talking about it, but I saw it and I went, that is the softest acrylic. And I loved it. And so I got some. um, so the name of the yarn is called Party, Big Twist Party. And I don't even know what I've done with the tags. Let me see. Oh yeah. So while I was in the store, I bought 2 of the Big Twist Party colorway Canyon, and then I bought 1 of the Big Twist value, and it is called Soft Purple. And I came home and I started a project. I didn't know what it was going to be, and I thought, I'm going to make a striped shawl. And this thing turned out gorgeous. Oop, I'm showing you the wrong side. Here. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Hide my tails, hide the tails, hide the tails. So this is the Grand Canyon. And then this is the soft purple. And the soft purple stripes, I did a double, let's see here, a double crochet, then a row of double crochet with popcorn stitches. That's where you do 5 double crochets, and then you connect all 5 of them with one loop. You take your hook out. Anyway, so this the middle part here, I did in the granny. Then I did a row of this. Then I just did the solid double crochets, but I did it in the back loop. And then I did a row of this one again. Then I did the grannies. Then I did that, and then I topped it off with one row of, let me see here, one row of double crochet, and then I made this up. Okay, I don't know what it's called, but I made it up. The next row I did was I chained 5, skipped 3, and single crocheted. Then in every other chain 5 space, I did 4. Hi, honey. Hi. I did 4 double crochets, then a 5 picot, and then 3 more double crochets. Then I single crocheted in the next chain 5 space, and then I did this. I just repeated it all the way around. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You want to come over here? Come on. I think Mara wants to make an appearance. Come on, baby. Come on. Up. Up. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's plenty of room. Come on. Come on. Up. Good girl. There's my Mara. Isn't she beautiful? Mwah. Hi, Jeannie. How are you? My Mara loves sitting on top of my crochet stuff. If I'm crocheting, she'll come and sit on my lap. But now she just wants to be on her own. Anyway, I knocked this out in a couple days. So love it. So love it. It's just so pretty. And I can't wait to just finish tying those ends in or weaving those ends in so I can use it. I might do that tomorrow at church. I might wear that to church tomorrow. But I'm going to put this to the side here. And then, thank you, Lauren. Yeah, Kitty wanted to get down. She wants the attention, but she doesn't want too much. She just wants it when she wants it. Okay. So those are my finished objects. And I did all of those. I did the 2. I finished up the, honey, you can't lay on those. No, you can't lay on those. I finished tying in the ends of those 2 blankets. I made the brooch lace. I made the blossom cake, and then I did that shawl. So I did those 5 things. No. Oh, yeah. No, baby, you cannot do that. All of my yarn back there has to have the ends pushed in somehow, because if they're dangling, that's an invitation for the kitties to get it. Okay. So those are my finished projects. Now I want to show you, I only have one one whip. Now that doesn't include all the other whips that I'm supposed to do. Okay. I just started another one because why not? So I went to my my wall with the wool on it, and I said, I want to use up some of this wool because before you know it, it's gonna be too late to use it. And I'm I'll show you in just a minute. I'm trying to find stuff to make another project, but I was just kind of looking at trying to find something that wasn't a one weight, that I could make something with. So I found, of course, I've got plenty of yarn. So I have four of these Tuscan tweed that by Barocco. I love the company Barocco. I think they make some amazing yarns. I won't go into that, but anyway, I love Barocco. And the fact that they're from Italy, just tops it off. um so it was on sale. I'm trying to remember where I got it. It was on sale. It must have been, huh. I can't remember where I got it. But um I'm sure if I went back in my archives, I could find it somewhere. But this is 65 wool, 25 viscose, and 10% mohair. Now it's soft enough. I mean, it's not itchy, but it's not the softest because that mohair is a little, has some fibers in it. So I picked up this yarn and I had four of them, and each one has 120 yards. So I found a tutorial. Actually, my aunt had posted it um on her Facebook page, and I thought that's kind of interesting. I've never seen that before, and it's called the mixed stitch, and it's by Daisy Farm Crafts. I think it's one of their last videos that they put out. That's a tutorial. It's called the Mixed Stitch Beanie, I think. But I started it, and I'm almost. I'll probably about five more rows to finish it. But this is what it looks like. So I'm working it all together, and then when I'm done, you stitch it together, and then you pull the top. So I'm almost done. And I love it. It's very unique. Look how different that stitch is. I would definitely recommend you can close the door, um go and checking out that tutorial, because this is genius. Okay, hold on a minute. And from now on, this is how I'm going to do my hats, because I do not like that big old scrunch together at the top. But when you do this one, when you scrunch it together at the top, it's not going to detract from the hat. See, I mean, it's so Jeannie, go to Daisy Farm Crafts, or is it Daisy Farm Crochet? I think it's Daisy Farm Crafts in YouTube, and see. Well, you might be able to, but you'll barely be able to see it, because I know she uses a whip stitch to put it together, but I'm going to use the invisible seam, and I think it's going to look amazing when I'm done. But so I don't know what size this is going to be for. I think, well, it might work for me. But then you fold this up. And it will look like this. Isn't it nice? I just am in love with this. And it's not hard. It's not difficult. It's just different, and you're working it this way. So, you just keep measuring your head to see how big you need it. Isn't that amazing? I just love it. And I think if you end down, well, it doesn't make any difference where I end. I'm going to start seaming it together on the cuff side and then seam it together and then make sure I have enough left over that I'll be able to gather this at the top and then turn it inside out. And it looks the same on both sides. Look, here's one side. Isn't that neat? Crochet even mix. That's it, Jeannie. That's it. Yes. Yes. She's and she teaches it, and it's so good. And I think that's such a neat stitch pattern. That's something that you can use on anything. I could make a scarf. I could make a blanket. You can do whatever, right? So this is how much I have left from one skein. Okay. Now I think I'm going to need a little bit more than this. So I've got this, and I still have two more on my shelf. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the same stitch, and I'm going to make a cowl to match. So I think that's going to be a really nice set. And I probably have enough yarn to make mitts. Wouldn't that be fun? The fingerless gloves. I think that would be fun. And I have a beautiful a set, an ensemble, if you will, to either keep or gift, right? I just think that's a great idea. And so I learned another stitch. And that's, that can go on to my monthly goals. It says stitches to learn, and I have plenty of room to write more. So I'm probably, yes, it's crochet. Yes, it is. Isn't that really neat looking? So I'm going to put that down and I'm going to check it off because I learned a new stitch this month. Now, what I still need to do, it says a hat by Bag a Day, but I'm not going to do the hat by Bag a Day. I'm going to use that as my hat because basically I just wanted to do a hat. Okay. I'm probably, we've still got not quite 2 weeks left in the year. So I'll probably still make another hat. I noticed that she just put out another beanie, and that one looks very different than any of the ones I've seen her do before. So I think I'm probably going to try that one. We'll see. But okay, so what I still need to do. Hi, Denny. I hope you watched the playback, sweetheart, because there was a lot of stuff I covered in the first 40 minutes or so. So I finished the Bruges. I still need to seam up the one top I had. I think it's just, I can't remember which purple top. I just have purple top and I don't know which one it is. There's 2 gifts I need to finish. And then over here on the stitches, I wanted to learn a new Tunisian stitch. And it just so happens that Tony from TL Yarn Crafts just put out a video this morning with 3 new Tunisian stitches tutorials. So I am super excited to do that. So, um, basically, I'm going to learn the Tunisian stitch and or that one of those stitches, maybe all three, who knows. And then I'm going to make a cowl with that. And I'm probably going to do that. Um, I might start that today. I'm not sure. I might start that today. Then I have the 2 gifts to finish. And those are the projects that I need to complete. And then I'll be done with February. All the things on my goal sheet that I had set. Now, I did have work on my temperature blanket and work on my green blanket. Now, I have not done either one of those yet, but I really am wanting to complete the actual projects first before I finish the or work on something else, because the temperature blanket, it's already way late to have it completed for the year for 2023. So, and I know I just have like November and December to do. So I'm not like too terrible. Hi, Amanda. How are you? So I don't feel like I'm behind because, like I said, I have a week and a half and I just need to finish this hat and the cowl that goes with it, which I can do in a week. And then I want to learn that Tunisian, which I can do. I'll learn the stitch today and I'll start on it. I might have it finished by tomorrow. Who knows? Depending on the stitch and how hard it is to learn. Yeah. And then I've got 2 other projects to complete and they're about halfway done. So it shouldn't take too long to do those. But I feel really good about everything that I have completed. And what I want to do is the projects that I worked on that I didn't have written down, I'm going to put them in here, maybe in a different color, because I've written everything in a pencil in here. So maybe I'll use like a green pen or something. What? Oh, yeah, I bet you're busy doing that. There's enough of those going on. um, so anyway, I'm right. I feel like I'm progressing. Okay, because I am completing some whips, which is good. And I'll put those down somewhere on here too, the ones that I completed that weren't necessarily on this list. I might go back. See right here, I've got in the yearly goals, you learn 2 to 3 different Tunisian stitches. If I get all those done here in the next week, then I don't have to do it later. Lauren, remind me, was there a reason why you haven't had a chance? Has it been your health or something in your hand? So anyway, I feel good about that. And I had this list. I don't know if I showed you. I think I did, but I had made this long list of all of the whips that I had found laying around. And so I want to start marking some of those off. I did put some of them on my monthly thing to see if I could, do a little bit, but I'm excited about that. So I showed you all my whip. That's the only whip I'm working on. Yeah, I think I counted them, Amanda. Let me see here. I'll count them up real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. 23. 23. Oh, well, you know what? That's the time, honey, just to have something small or just do like a scrap blanket or something and just do one row. Just do one row and say, "Hey, I crocheted," even if it was just for 10 minutes. "Hmm, really? Oh, man. Are you gonna post them on your channel? I can't wait to see." That would be so cool. Are you gonna model them? That would be amazing. I would be so proud of you if you did that, if you modeled them. Yes, I'm gonna be busy. But, to me, all of these projects I do at night when I get home pretty much until the time I go to bed. So I crochet for about 2 hours in the evening, and then in the morning, I try to crochet for about half an hour to an hour, depending on how much time I have before I have to leave, depending on how quick I can get ready and get everything else done. And, yeah, I mean, it's not to me, I I love starting things. I wanna start things. So I'm really holding it back, y'all. I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna start anything yet. I'm not gonna start anything until I finish," and that's why um I didn't start working on the hat or this shawl or that blossom cake, blanket until I was finished with Bruges lace, and I thought, "Okay, I finished," and I picked up my hooks or my hook, and I made the blossom cake, and then I thought, "I'm done with that. Now I can start another one." You see? So I'm trying not to start any projects until I've got something done. So I feel like I'm still evening it out. Now, I guess the right way to do it is to like finish two, only start one. Oh, I know. I imagine you would be. That would be very intimidating for me. Be very intimidating. So now I want to show you a couple other things that I'm very excited about. Okay, so um for Valentine's Day, my hubby, Mr. Happy, bought me something. Now, it's my fault. I promise. It's my fault. I had it on my wish list, but I must not have looked at my wish list or looked at this before I put it on my wish list. I didn't look at it very closely because, and I don't want to tell Mr. Happy, but I don't know. I don't know about these. So I heard about this company from, I don't remember. I don't remember who. Now it bugs me because my memory, guys, I I don't know what it is, but my memory is going. It's like it's not no, I'm sorry. Let me say this again. It's not My memory's not going. It's just taking a little bit longer to get it from here to here. And I don't know what that's all about. And it's kind of freaking me out, to tell you the truth, especially after what mom went through. So I am hoping that it's going to stop. But anyway, it just takes a little bit more patience. I'm not as young as I was, I'm not as sharp. anymore. And when I say sharp, people are sharp, but it's just like I said, it just takes a little longer to get from here to here succinctly. So anyway, I was watching a channel, and the the um the gal that was showing off different companies was showing off Tunisian hooks, and the name of the company was Knit Pal. Okay, Knit Pal. If any of you remember this, if any of you've seen that video, please let me know so I can say thank you to them. But so I had these on the on my wish list. Now, this is what I saw, and they were long, and I saw they had another end, and I'm thinking they're double-ended Tunisian. That's what I want. They are not double-ended Tunisian. So let me show you. So here, let me think. These are the largest ones. Let me see here. I know they have the size on them somewhere. Yeah, Knit Pal 12 millimeter. So this is a 12 millimeter, but there's 2 crochet hooks. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I can go like this and it make it. No, that's not what these are. They're either single-ended Tunisian or knitting needles. Now, I don't knit. I mean, I can, but I don't. I don't knit. So this is doing me no good. And this is not doing me any good if there's not something on this end. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. The only thing I can think of is getting some kind of a rubber band or something and sticking it on the end. I know. And the thing is I would gift them to my friend who knits. Okay. Now they're not like real, like this one, I don't know if you can tell, but it's not straight. The wood is not straight. Hey, drums. I don't know. I'm being silly, but I love the heads on these. And so I might use them, but I guess I have to buy a pack of oh yeah. I mean, Lauren, I was trying to find new Tunisian hooks to take the place of, not to take the place of, but just to add to my collection. Plant stakes. Yep. I'll crochet them up. Oh, I'm being so silly. But I mean, I like the hook part of them. They're nice, and they're really nice. And there's a lot of them. I mean, look at this. But they're all doubled. So there's 2 of everything. So I guess I could like split them up. Knit toppers or elastic ponytail. Well, I couldn't do ponytail holders because they would slide off. I'd have to get something that has a grip on it. Anyway, I could split it up and then somebody else could have a set of Tunisian. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. But for now, they're going back in the case because they're so nice. They're really pretty, and I'm going to, what I'm probably going to do? I'll learn that Tunisian stitch. I'll practice with this, and then I'll use my other Tunisian hooks for But, that's a little bit of an oops, and that was on my part, and I don't wanna tell Mr. Happy because then he'd feel really bad. He said, "Well, I got it from your." I said, I know you did, and it's not your fault. It's mine." Uh, yeah, I could do that. I could. I don't know, but I don't wanna get rid of them because they were a gift. Mr. Happy gifted them to me, and he might get a little upset if I just got rid of them. Okay, so I have something really, really amazing to show you guys. But first, I have to give you a little story. So, I have a cousin who lives up in Ohio, and he got married 1 month before my ex husband and I got married. And we attended their wedding, and it was wonderful. And my cousin and I, okay, I gotta go even further back. Let me start all over again. My mom and his mom are sisters. Okay, they were the closest sister group back in Germany growing up. They double dated together, and all that kind of stuff. My dad was my uncle's best friend and set them up, and I mean, it was just always the four of them doing everything together. Because in Germany, things, you didn't go out by yourself if you were dating. You had to have um a sibling come along, a chaperone. And so we grew up together. So moving to the United States, they moved, then we moved, and there were two boys, and one of them passed away many years ago. It would be like 30 years ago, maybe. Yeah, 30 years ago. He was going to be my brother's best man, because that's how close. I mean, all four of us were that close. And he was going to be the best man, and he died a couple weeks before my brother's wedding, and he just had to celebrate his 30-year anniversary. So, that's how. I mean, we grew up together, and we were very tight. We were very close knit. We did everything together growing up whenever we got together. And so when this is a long story. I'm sorry. I'm going on. Um but anyway, my cousin is very um he's very talented. He puts his hand to something and he does it well. Okay? There's no If he makes a mistake, he learns from it and goes on. He he's not going to let anything get him down. He doesn't know the word failure. It's just um uh another thing he learned. It doesn't work that way. So we got to do it this way. You understand what I mean? So many years ago, he took up woodworking, and as a hobby. This is all a hobby. And he took up woodworking, and he would make pens and mechanical pencils. And he would even make the boxes that they would go in, and he made them as gifts. And he had gifted my dad one many, many, many years ago, and my dad still had it. After he passed, I found it and I gave it back to him, and it's a special thing because he doesn't do that anymore. Anyway, I went up to visit with them over New Year's, and he showed me his huge. It was the basement. He used the basement. He used about 3/4 of the basement as his workshop. And he showed me what he does, and he uses it's funny because I saw a sewing machine. I said, "Oh, um, was Lucetta, his wife, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said her name, but is she sewing over here?" And he goes, "No, that's mine." I said, "Oh, wow, okay." So anyway, um, he showed me what he does. He makes bags. And it's not just he doesn't like just sew fabric together. He uses every single little piece. He uses leathers. He'll use, thick fabric, thin fabric. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever is left over from anywhere, he goes and he finds things at flea markets and thrift stores and things like that. And sometimes he'll go to an actual store to purchase something, but I'm sure he has to. But anyway, are you guys following? I don't see anybody saying anything. You guys just listening to my story. But anyway, he told me, he said, "Yeah, I make these bags. Some of them are backpacks, some of them are fanny packs. So, he just makes all kinds of bags." And I went, "This is amazing." I said, have you made a project bag for your daughter?" And because she knits and crochets too. And so he said, "Oh yeah." So he said, "Well, let me go show you." So he took me into his closet, and his wife, yeah, fanny packs. Um, he he took me to his wife's closet, and he was pulling out bag after bag after bag that he made for her. They're just like, there was about 5 of them, and I mean, these are like, if you would look at them in a store, the workmanship and the leathers and everything that he uses, upwards of $100. That's how, like, I mean, they're like amazing bags. Then his daughter showed me the ones that he made for her for project bags. And he made her a backpack to use. I mean, it blew my mind. It blew my mind. I did not ask for anything. Apparently, he reached out to Mr. Happy, got our address, and he sent me one that he made just for me. You guys want to see it? I'm so excited, but I got a problem. Okay, so this is the bag. Look at this bag, guys. Okay, I don't know if you could. It's thick. It's very, very thick. He's got, this is the pocket, and look how he's done this pocket here. He's like put a rim on it. And this is the same color, so it kind of goes seamlessly. Isn't that amazing? He's got one on the other side. Look at this material. He told me that his wife picked it out because she was really close to my mom. She knew my mom loved birds. And so I love this. My mom's favorite bird was the cardinal. And every time I see a cardinal, I think of my mom. And so it's got all kinds of birds on it. Isn't it pretty? It has a light blue background. It's got another pocket here. It's got a nice bottom. Let me see here. He doesn't have like a piece of cardboard or anything. I'm going to see if I can turn it inside out. Okay, on the inside, and I love this part. Okay, come on. I mean, the stitching that he does, those of you that sew will understand this. Look at the stitching. And then here's the other side. Isn't that is crazy? And it's got a pocket on this so this is an inside pocket, right? So, and it's got a nice light. I love that it's light because, it's not like a dark hole that you put everything into. Now, here's the problem. Okay, gotta turn it right back out again. Right side out. I gotta turn it right side out. He probably spent so much time pressing this and making it look so pretty, and I'm just messing it all up. Okay. Look at the size. You could put 3 big value yarns, the big 1, 2, 3. That's how big it is. Okay. And there's more room on top. So it's got these 2 leather handles that are sewn in, and they're tough right here. And to think that he sewed this in, I mean, you can't tell that it's there. It's you don't see the other end of the leather anywhere, right? But here's the issue. I love this, but it's like a drawstring, right? I went like this to close it, and the leather split. And so it's somewhere in here somewhere. I don't know where, and I don't know how to do drawstrings. So, if any of you know, oh, I know, Lauren. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me, sweetheart. I appreciate you staying up for me. So if you know anything about doing a drawstring and what materials I would need, he doesn't watch my channel, so it's not like, and I am not going to tell him that I broke it. I mean, that's the first thing I did is I want to draw it, but it's so stiff. You see what I'm saying? It's so stiff that when I did it, and I held it really tough, but the actual shoelace, I guess that's what it is, it busted, just busted. It's not like it, where the knot was. And I'm afraid that if I, even if I were to put a knot in it, I would do it again and it would probably bust again. So I need to find something a little bit thicker than this. I'll probably have to go to someplace like Hobby Lobby or Michael's and see if I can't find a thicker thing of leather and redo that. But it's gorgeous. I mean, I could really stuff that. And I love that it does not have a long handle, but it has a short handle. That's how I carry my project bags. I carry it with a handle. So isn't that amazing, you guys? I'm in love. And to know that he can do that, I could ask for another one like this for Christmas. And I could ask, I could even find him to ask for how much material he needs, and I could send him the material to make it. So I would suggest, he make them and sell them as project bags. But, I think he's the kind that just does it just to kind of let off steam. He doesn't want to earn any money by it. He just does it to have something to occupy his time that he enjoys doing. And I know a lot of us are like that with our own crochet or knitting or something like that, right? We like doing it just because it's, it keeps us occupied. We don't have to sell it. We can gift what we make. I just think it's very special. So, yes, now there's only one more thing I want to talk about. And I'm not going to ask for opinions because I'm not sure what it is I want to do yet, but I wanted to show you a couple of things. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, you guys. I know Jeannie showed it or said something, but I did download the pattern of that mixed. It's called the Crochet Even Mixed Loop hat. I have printed out a couple of patterns. I bought 1, 2, 3 of them just recently. And one of them, well, actually, 2 of them would be considered one of my things that I had wanted to do this year. One of them is learning a new stitch. And that would be this one here. It's called the Autumn Wheat Flat Crochet Sweater by Brianna Kay. And it's, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it runs from the shoulder, down, from the shoulder. It's right here at the shoulder, and it's a wheat. Oh, there we go. There we go. And that would be new. And even the style of sweater, I have not done one like this before. I mean, I've done one like it, but I have not actually done like an after I'm done doing a collar like that. So yeah, I think that would be really, really nice. I'd like to do that one. But I'm not sure if this is something I'm going to do here in the next month, or if I'm going to wait until like August or September, because it's a long sleeve warm sweater. Okay. That's one project. Another thing that I wanted to do was learn color work. And so she had another pattern. It's called the Arizona Crochet Sweater Dress. Now, I'm not going to make a dress, but I'm just going to stop it like right at the hip, I think, maybe just a little bit, I don't know, kind of around the hip area. But that's what the color work looks like. Well, obviously you can't see in color because I printed it in black and white, but that's what that looks like. Let me see if she has another to see what it looks like now. No, but this looks very intimidating to me. Ugh. And I'm a little bit nervous about that. So I'm thinking I might wait until later this summer to do that one. Another one that I was going to participate and sign up for the cardigan crochet along that Zines and Rogers is doing. And I downloaded her pattern. It's called the Perfect Cardigan, and it is kind of cute. Let me see here. I would probably want to make it a little bit longer than she's got it, because it looks more like a cropped cardigan here. Yeah, it's not a very good picture, but here. And it's lots of different colors in there. It's not you could use scraps, but it calls for having it's like 10 different colors, and they all go together somehow, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I was going to make that because I've not made a cardigan with the buttonholes and the V-neck like that, the way it's put together. I have not done one like that before. So, yeah, but the crochet along is only for February and March. So I'm kind of late to the game for that. But I do have the pattern, so I can always do it later, right? Yep, I could do it later. I don't know. I might do it in cotton and maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Now, the last one is definitely going to be a fall project just because of what it is. And it's this cloak. Look at that. Now, I've had this in my downloads for quite a while. And yeah, it doesn't look difficult, but you know, it's just one of those things. I know that's going to take a while. And it's nice because, you know, she's got like how to you know, do the yoke part and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, I love that. I love that it has the hood. I'd love to be able to do something where I can do it in a nice wool, but there's a lot. It needs, it says 550 grams of sport weight. Now that is a very fine yarn. So I'm not sure if how I would do that. If I would make it with that yarn. I don't know yet. But those are things that I'm looking towards to the future that will help broaden my spectrum of projects that I want to learn, stitches that I want to learn, like the color work, that kind of thing. That's what's been going on this week. So I've had a very busy week, and I'm looking forward to doing a couple things this weekend. So it has been an hour and 20 minutes. I don't know if anybody is still here watching. If you wanted to make any comments or have any questions about anything that I have talked about, I would love to hear them. Anybody? Lisa, have you just kind of been listening to me in the background? I hope you have a great night too, Lisa. Have a good weekend. You've been lurking. That's okay, honey. I love you, girl. I'm sorry I haven't been available to chat or come to your lives. I'm so sorry. You know, life is getting really busy for all of us, I think. All right, Jeannie and Elaine and whoever else is still left in the chat, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a great weekend. For those of you that are watching the replay, thank you so much for sticking with me. This was a long one. And I hope you enjoy whatever time it is in your neck of the woods when you're watching this. Have a great one. God bless you all. Bye-bye.